Hello everyone, and welcome to the Cardinal Park Case, a game where we play a detective. Once again, a game about playing a detective, because I love those kinds of games, because the stories are always a little bit quirky, and it makes me feel smart when I solve the case, but except, this time it's personal, because our friend has been murdered. Okay, because today's death, murder, blood, swearing, dark jokes, stupid jokes, hot woman, hot men, cute cats kissing the dead. Oh, okay, that's a little bit gross, but okay. And gore. Spoiler, I guess sure? For you guys. Gaslighting, enmeshment? What's enmeshment? Guilt, trauma, depression, coercion, and emotional instability. Wow. It's a lot. It's a lot. Now, dear reader, let's begin. This game's got a trauma dump on us. Remains. Chapter 1, Remains. Hello, Father. How's everything been for you? Like, dad or priest? Ever since the last time our paths converged, I've been up to a lot. I've been cracking cases left and right, just like you would have wanted. At least, that's what I hope you would have wanted. Okay, your dad's not alive anymore, so who are you? Oh, okay, that explains it. In spite of this, sometimes I just don't know what I'm doing. I know that my seniors at the office are there to guide me and all. Even Mother could guide me. Oh my god, everyone I know is dead. But I don't think that it could ever replace your guidance. Why? Was Father a former detective? Stop it, Oliver. Oh, you're Oliver? You're not supposed to be getting like this. You prepare yourself to wipe hot tears from your face, and you prepare to tell yourself you're crying because of the frigid air. Before you can do either of those things, however, you feel a small snowflake touch your skin. And before you know it, snow begins falling like feathers from a flock of pigeons at a piece of bread. You whip out an umbrella in response to the white specks. And just like that, all of those dots that have been perturbing you for the past decade have disappeared. And they're replaced with a... Ah, fuck. It's nothing. I was supposed to be on my way back anyways. Still though, just my luck for our meeting to get cut short by the weather. Goodbye, Father. I'll see you soon. Father, so formal. All these characters that call their parents like mother and father are always so... Oh jeez, what the frick? What the fuck are you doing? I'm about to tread on a grave? And disrespect the dead like that? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing, Oliver. Jeez, I just wanted to read it. What, you want to reenact the case where that girl was sitting on top of one of those stones? I don't know what you're talking about. I do not understand. If you try to strip and sit on the tombstone, you're gonna die of hypothermia before dying of embarrassment. Okay? A grave with a bottle of beer stuck in the snow. You can't make out what the name on the tombstone is. Whoever was carving out the name on the grave must have been drinking something to have done a job like this. Still though, you're not about to begin picking apart a shoddy tombstone job. Someone must have been happy enough with it to have it here. Is this a cat? There's this little thing called look from afar. Far away and don't touch. But I can't look from afar. Oh, I guess I could. Cats seems to not give a shit about treading on the graves. Well, cats don't care about anything. I will say though, that is quite the cute cat. Can I talk to the pigeon? You walk back to your home. Really? You walked here? You didn't drive here? You don't live too far from the graveyard, for better or for worse. At the very least, it makes it easier to wake up early and come here without having to worry about some unholy thing happening to you. What is going on with your internal monologue? It is so confusing. You make sure not to announce that you're home as you slip your coat off of your shoulders. Why, did it pass away recently? After all, you know that Mother really wouldn't be too happy with you going out this early. Huh? What's going on with your family? It's very weird family dynamic. If I'm recalling the time correctly, classes should be starting soon. Okay, so I'm a student. I better go upstairs and finish my write-ups. Okay, there's a lot going on. Shoes. Shoes. You don't really get how Mother can walk in snow while wearing high heels. Then again, you can't talk, given the little heel on your boots. Okay? Like a little heel on your boots, huh? Umbrellas. Have way too many for two people, due to how windy it can get in the city. Refrigeration unit. Okay, you just say it's a refrigerator. You can recall plenty of cases where a body was hidden in a fridge, okay? Sometimes you have expected bodies to flop out of here and crash onto you. Thankfully, no one in this household is a murderous psychopath. I think you're brainless though. Very simple sink. A sink that hasn't been used to clean the blood off of a knife. Okay, seriously, what are these thoughts? What are these comments? Not thoughts that a normal person should have. What more is there to say about it? Well, what's in the trash, you know? This house is quite big, isn't it? Strange, the fireplace has been lit. As tempted as you are to get cozy near the fireplace, you know that you have more productive things to do right now. Such as... Gotta go downstairs. Whenever you look at the stairs to the basement, you're reminded of that case where the corpses of children were kept in the basement, okay? Everything is murder! You can vividly remember their bodies carelessly strewn about the floor, surrounded by maggots and roaches. Clearly, you were too late to save them. Oh, you talking about a real case? You were even too late to at least save their corpses from decay. Sometimes when you go down there, you half expect to relive that horrifying scene. Oliver, what is going on? You're a student, but you're also a detective that have worked on, like, terrible cases? Ah, yes, the door to the most glorious of rooms. The bathroom. In spite of the fact that your diet consists mostly of caffeinated beverages, you don't need to go. But maybe you do. Potted flower sits on the table. Is this my room? I want to go see Mother! Oh, Mother's not here. Mother's jewelry. A good chunk of it was gifted to your mother from your father. Of course, after his death, she sold a shit ton of the jewelry, leaving this mere fraction. Strange. She seems to be missing an earring for one of the pairs. Hopefully the other one turns up soon. Only landline in this house. Will I still use landlines? Enter your phone number? I don't know any though. First 3 digits. 911. Oh. I didn't know that's what it was. Doesn't feel right. Okay, yeah, I don't know any numbers. The way to Mother's closet. You have absolutely no good reason to go in here. But where's Mother? Also, can I save? Oh, nice. Save. Let's save really quick. Because I don't like the vibes of whatever is going on here. This is my closet? Okay, you really have a really nice house. In spite of the amount of money you have, you don't really have too many articles of clothing. Well, I've always been more of a quality over quantity type of person. Yeah, and I bet all your clothes are just black. Oh, what the heck? Oh, jeez, I didn't mean to do that. Why does this move? So weird. Ornate bookshelf, doing a serviceable job at holding the books above the ground. Even though you're not a law student, most of these books are about law. I guess you need to know about it when you're a detectiving. If you were a good detective, your papers wouldn't be strewn about the table in this way. At the very least, it's organized chaos to you. Oh, weird. Sit down in the chair, fighting the childish urge to spin on it. In all honesty, you don't know why you have one of these chairs if you've never spun on it. You get to your write-ups, only to fall asleep. Oh, I didn't want to fall asleep yet. But oh well. That's what you get when you decide to spend an entire night writing, only to sleep for 3 hours. Since you are asleep, you don't realize. Huh? Ugh. Is that you, Mother? Wake up! The look on Mother's face tells you that she's gonna go off on you. Again. Did you go outside? What's the big deal, Mother? Oh, hell no. This is exactly why you decided to wake up at 4 in the morning to go out. And somehow, your poor mother knew. So you get 3 hours of sleep for no reason. As a result of your terrible attempt at a subterfuge, you will now be the recipient of your poor mother's concerned ramblings. She'll then get so stressed that she has a heart attack and dies, all because you made her so damn concerned. What? Why the clapping? What a good son you are. I think there's something going on with you, Oliver. You might need to go to some therapy. Don't even bother lying to me. There's snow on your clothing and on your hair. It doesn't take a detective to figure out that you were outside. Every single time that you come back here from school or work or whatever, the first thing that you do is coop yourself up in here. Okay, what's the big deal, Mother? Let me do what I want to do. What compelled you to go outside today of all days? It isn't even that nice outside. Mother, first off, I like cold weather. I find that it calms my mind down. That's something that I've really been needing. Okay, but seriously, why is she being so bossy? Do you think I'm nagging you? Kind of. What? No, you're not nagging me. Where did you get such an idea from? Didn't you imply that I make your mind tired? No, that's not what I'm getting at. I'm just saying that it's nice to get some air. Yeah, right. I believe you. I believe that you love cold, dry air and chapped lips. Well, some people actually love the cold, dry air, so don't be, nagging, mother. That's why they're called mother and father. See, I swear to God, whenever it's mother or father, the relationships are not close. Why were you really outside? Were you out on a date with someone? Okay, seriously, what is her deal? Fine, I was at the graveyard. Didn't we speak about this? You can't keep holding on to a dead man. That dead man was my father. He was my husband. Yet you don't see me moping around over his grave. I'm not moping. I'm just coming to terms with everything. Well, the kind of the eye bags or whatever under your eye kind of tells that you're not sleeping well. Really? After 10 years? Oh, that's kind of a long time though. You're focused on spending time at his grave, lamenting the fact that he's gone, instead of appreciating who's still here with you, your mother. Why is she so bitter? Is she actually my mother? How about this? I just baked cookies. Maybe those will get you out of this mood. I'll come down once I finish doing... You're gonna stop spending your days working on these cases. It was actually... Then stop working on schoolwork. What? I don't know what's going on. Okay, this is a very weird family relationship. She grabs you by the arm and begins dragging you downstairs, away from your precious case files. Maybe you are obsessed, Oliver, Arranged in front of you are 2 large trays of massive diabetes-inducing cookies. Okay, why does she bake so much? There are only 2 people, mother. If the baker wasn't your mother, you assume that they are trying to kill you from all of this sugar. Most parents yell at their children for not doing their work. It seems as though the subject of your conversation with her hasn't changed at all. You're not surprised that the issue has dragged on for this long, but you are starting to want this to stop. I guess that she's that concerned for me, huh? Instead of yelling at you for ignoring your work, here I am, yelling at you for doing work. It's like I can't win. You can't exactly say anything to her about this. What? Do you not like spending time with me anymore? So much like your father, both in the good and bad ways. Her gaze falls on you in anticipation for a response. Of course, when have you ever known how to comfort her? Okay, both of you need to go to family therapy. In the end, you decide that if you can't comfort her with words, you at least comfort her by eating her cookies, as much as you dislike them. You don't like cookies? Well then why the frick did mother make them? You also decide to change the topic of the conversation to something much more lighthearted like, so mother, how was last night for you? I know that you were excited about finally going out. Last night was the best night I had since you were born. I met the 2 nicest gentlemen, and they did a lot for me. Although, I do think that I lost one of my earrings while I was out. Oh, I get with that. Just tell me where you went, and I'll survey the area to find the earring. Really, it's fine. I don't need you finding the earring. I have plenty more pairs. Are you sure? It wouldn't be much of a problem for me, and you get... It's fine. Now stop dragging on this issue for so long. You force yourself to not sigh in resignation. You know that it will only make this conversation worse. Thus, leaving the 2 of you to eat these sugar bomb cookies in silence. Worst family dinner ever. You quickly finish up your tray and return it to the kitchen. Maybe you finish it a bit too quickly? I don't like whatever is going on here. In all honesty, you finish up the cookies so quickly because you have classes soon, really. Though you also knew that if you didn't finish the cookies, Mother would accuse you of hating her baking, but that's besides the point. However, you know that she'll never take that explanation, even if it is the truth. Have I been a bad mother? Is that why you've been looking for excuses to get away from me? I'm beginning to think you are a bad mother. You know that there's no winning this argument. All that you can do is get the heck out of here. Me being away from you has nothing to do with you. I just have a lot of work. Yes, work. Long, time-consuming work that forces you out of the house for at least 18 hours a day. If it'll make you a bit happy, I'm not supposed to have any cases to work on for the next few days. So I'll be spending more time with you. And besides, winter break is almost here, so it's just a few more weeks until you have me all to yourself. You promise that you'll spend all of your time with me? I promise. Ah, good. You best be on your way. And don't forget. I love you more than anyone else ever could. Yeah, I don't like this, Mother. I love you too. This is some kind of weird abusive situation. Oh, and be home early. It's supposed to snow tonight. I wouldn't want my son to freeze to death. You glance at her in acknowledgement and step outside the house. Winter mornings have always unsettled you a bit. All sound is muffled by the fluffy snow, except for the wind's whispers in your ears. The silence acts as a double-edged sword for you. On one hand, it's refreshing to not have constant noise blasting in your ears, whether it's from the city's ambience or mother's concerns for you. Still though, the air is so still and silent that you feel yourself tense up. It's the perfect time for something horrible to happen to you, or more importantly, to your mother. What? What is going on? This game is unsettling for me, I feel like. The snow would muffle the sounds of your screams, if you even could scream. Okay, seriously, go to therapy. These thoughts are terrifying. You're about to continue thinking about all of the bad things that could happen when you finally arrive at the train station. You then board the next 6th train. 6th train? The train has a number? To Cobalt Street, hoping that there aren't any delays. You gaze out the window, looking at darkness. Very engaging, yes. It's the best way to start the day, waking up to a dark morning, followed by a dark, hour-long train ride. Oh gross, you're a morning person. You don't mind it too much, since it makes it much easier to take a very light nap. Too heavy, and you'll probably miss your stop, or get beaten up. The streets of Libretto City. It's just as foggy as it usually is here. Even though you managed to partially drift off to sleep on the train, you're still exhausted. I wouldn't say I'm sleep deprived, but a nice cup of coffee is the perfect way to start the day. I better stop off at Moonbill's as soon as possible. That place usually gets packed in the morning. Yes, because people are addicted to caffeine. Moonbill's is literally right here. Oh wow, there it is packed. Oh, somebody spilled some coffee! Oh, god damn it, I didn't mean to go out. I want to walk to this table. I guess I can't. Just as always, the line is incredibly long at Moonbill's. You naively thought that arriving early might spare you the pain of waiting for someone to finish ordering a extra large Americano with a cup of 0.1% milk. That's why even bother with the milk. 157 degrees hot, super hot, with 11.1 shots of espresso, 69 grams of sugar? Jesus! A pinch of caramel and cold foam. That person is getting diabetes. But it seems as though all of these other people had the same idea. Well, at the very least, I don't think that anyone here has the energy to even order a deranged drink, right? What is a deranged drink? I need a small iced latte? You perk up upon hearing the order. For whatever reason, it seems as though lattes tend to be the most chaotic drinks. But why though? With whipped cream? So far, nothing too out of the ordinary. I think your detectiveness is making you overanalyze everything. But make it mostly whipped cream. I'm on a diet, and I'm not having you fuck it up. Whipped cream is not gonna be helpful if you're on a diet. And I want the whipped cream to be hot. And put some diet soda in there. Now! Ma'am, we don't have diet soda, but we can put some Splendid sweetener in. No, don't you dare tell me what to do. Splendid will ruin my diet, so shove some diet soda in there or else. That's the most disgusting coffee I've ever heard. Okay, jeez. So much for a sane drink. Or a customer that isn't a bit off the rails. Yeah, maybe they had too much caffeine. And so much for it not taking too long to get a drink. Probably late for class now. It took around 5 minutes to make that lady's latte whipped cream thing. Pretty impressive, considering that the barista had to go out to buy some diet soda of her own hard-earned money. What kind of shitty job is this? They better reimburse her. Around 30 minutes pass before you're able to finally place your order. At the very least, you know that you won't be late for class. Really? I guess you really did go out early. As you go to the front of the line to order, you're greeted with a... Hey Oliver, I wasn't expecting to see you here. The art style is really weird, I feel like. I guess it's like a gothic style, maybe? Kind of? Ah, Emma, I didn't expect to see you here at this time. Heh, usually I work the evening shift. No wonder I haven't seen you here. I never come in here in the evening. Yeah, unfortunately, my boss is making me work a double shift. What kind of BS? With the holidays coming in and stuff, they want all employees on at all times? Why? How even? Has your boss at least increased your pay? No, you have that much faith in my boss? Guess it was a mistake to assume that your boss would abide by the law. What the freak? That's the law? Report them? Anyways, enough chatting. What can I get for you? The usual? The usual, huh? What the heck is the usual? I was going to get a latte, but a simple Americano would also be nice if she does know my usual. Let's test this out. I'll have the usual, please. Over ice? Or are you sane enough to not get an iced drink in the middle of winter? I've been questioning my sanity lately, but I'm not that far gone yet. Alrighty, your drink will be done in a few seconds. Emma rapidly prepares your drink, and just as she said, she only takes a few seconds. And here's your triple shot Americano that I don't know how you stomach. So you do know my usual. How you figure it out? Do I really look that much like an Americano person? It's all in the intuition of a barista, hopefully. Enjoy your drink. It will. Oh, and please keep the change. You give her a $10 bill, and in return, she gives you the most glorious Americano you've laid your eyes upon. Triple shot Americano? Am I gonna use that to heal my health or something? You should probably find somewhere to sit down while you drink this. Really? Why don't you just drink on the go? Do I actually have items? Oh, interesting. Favorite happy juice? Camera, pepper spray. Notebook. Okay, I can't use any of these. Super duper weird. Okay, where should I sit? Here? Where do I sit? How do I sit? Hello, person? Can I sit here? How do I... Okay. Do I actually just sit or should I leave? I'm confused. What's the empty perfect time to get a seat? But I can't sit! I'm trying to sit, but it won't let me sit. Oh, okay, that was weird. You sit down on the hard seat, ready to enjoy your daily dose of caffeine. This drink is perfection. You make sure to savor the drink, letting the scalding liquid warm your cold throat. You're feeling so cozy that you probably could fall asleep here. You're feeling so cozy that you almost forgot about the troublesome conversation you had with Mother. And you're feeling so cozy that you almost forget that this place is getting crowded insanely quickly. Oh wow. Of course, that is until this guy comes in. He lightly taps you on the shoulder. You assume that he's gonna jump you, but instead, why would they jump you if they tap you on the shoulder first? Pardon? You're Oliver Cypress, right? Yes, and I know you from... Dude, we shared a poetry class together. Remember Mrs. Francis' lame class? I believe that I remember you now. You're Cox, right? Or correct? Yep, the one and only. Oh, Edward Cox? Say, I saw you chatting with that barista girl. You were watching us from the window? Yes, I was chatting with her. What significance does it hold to you? You talk so weird, Oliver. Dude, stop with the big funny words. I know exactly. I don't understand the shit you're saying. Big words? Really? You haven't seen anything yet. Anyways, you two seem to have pretty good rapport. Will you help a fellow dude out by telling me about her? That information isn't for me to disclose. It's her choice to do so. Come on, not even a name. Just go ask them what's their name. You'll be weirder by doing this. Fine. Her name is Emma. Ha, thanks, man. Watch as I win this girl over. Oh no, is Emma gonna be the person that gets murdered? I'm gonna regret helping him out, aren't I? And why'd you just skip the whole line? Upon watching Edward shove everyone aside, you unfortunately realize that you were correct in regretting this. Behold, an entitled brat attempts to date your friend. You know that she deserves much, much better than him. Better than you, even. Not that you're even interested in the first place. And you want to know why this is happening to her now? It's all because you, Mr. Prodigy Detective, decided to tell this guy her name. Bravo. You just disclosed the most valuable piece of identification to a scumbag that totally won't harass her. And you want to know why you're not getting your sorry self up to stop this? Because you suck? You're too engrossed by these stupid thoughts to even realize that you could just go up there and stop this scene. With how shit you are with people, I wouldn't be surprised if your entire eternal monologue goes on for so long. Hey, pretty! Well, you blew your chance at stopping this from even being initiated. Hey, you can't just cut the line. Who do you think you are? The damn Queen of Scots? Whatever. I'm basically the freaking prince of the city. Lines don't apply to me. Literally, who are you even? Yeah, they do apply to you. If you want to order, then you've got to go to the back of the line like everyone else. But all I wanted to do was chat with a pretty girl like you. You sound like such a loser, Edward. Look, if you want to chat with me, do it some other time, alright? You do this all the time, and it's very uncomfortable for everyone here. Come on, please! No. Mortified by the fact that he just got scolded by a peasant like Emma, Edward leaves Moonbills with his tail between his legs. Are you saying he's actually rich? At the same time, Emma continues making drinks like nothing had happened. Thankfully, that didn't escalate due to the fact that Edward is a pathetic idiot. However, being the paranoid detective that you are, you ponder what could have happened had Edward been even just a bit more unhinged. Okay, stop it. You're foreshadowing so much. And you also realize that Emma's usual smile is just slightly downturned. It's pretty much my fault that she got humiliated. I should have stopped them. I know that classes start soon, but I think that I should check out on Emma right now. I have to get online again. You get in line and wait yet again to order you don't know what to order. But that doesn't really matter right now. Oh, Oliver, you're back? You like the drink, right? Yes, I liked it very much. It was much better than what I originally wanted. I'm just here to order a croissant. Alrighty, one croissant coming right up. You glance around to make sure that no one else is here. Also, I feel like you're late for classes. How can you be here for so long? You speak softly, much softer than usual. Emma, can I speak to you? Heh, you saw how it went for the last guy who tried to speak with me. I just wanted to check up on you. What is there to check up on me about? You know, that guy treating you like that? I just wanted to make sure that you were okay before leaving. Heh, of course I am. There's customers like that all the time here. It's nothing I can't handle. Well, you shouldn't have to put up with that. Yeah, people, stop harassing people that are working. I might not have much of a right to speak on the matter, but I would think that it feels... The meaning? Her happy mask slid off just like that. You start feeling an all too familiar feeling of guilt, even if you haven't broken the law. Obviously, it's pretty shitty that Emma is dealing with harassment, but it's even shittier that you just made today worse for her. You mentioned that he's been doing this every day, right? Maybe I could have a little chat with him? I could perhaps knock some sense into him? Could you, Oliver? You don't seem like the strong type. No thanks. Really, it's fine, but thanks for the thought. Besides, I know that your definition of a friendly chat with him would involve that little thing of pepper spray you've got there. Oh, I see. That's what you meant, Oliver. What pepper spray? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, you got me. Don't worry about me. I can handle myself just fine. I think she should also start carrying pepper spray. Okay, Emma, if you say so. But if you ever need anything, I'll be there for you. You and Emma exchange glances as she hands you the croissant you forgot your order. Wow, everything costs $10? You give her a $10 bill and request that she keeps the change. Again. And just like that, you walk out of Moonbills. As you walk out, you're pretty sure that through the corner of your eye, you see Emma blushing a bit. You just chalk that up to the lighting though. Yeah, I don't like this. I feel like everything is implying that Emma's gonna get murdered. Alright, I better head to classes now. I wouldn't want to be too late. Too late? But I'm totally fine with being just a little bit late. Hello, kitty cat. Blocking the path into this alley. That's funny. Oh, there's a lot of cats. To be honest though, you have no reason to go to the alley right now. Unless you want to get robbed at 6 in the morning. Oh, it's early. It's early. This is where your office is? Really? It's pretty convenient that it's near both the train stop and your university. You don't need to go here right now. Fascinating. Cars kind of freak you out. Mostly because of how many cases you've seen that involve the victim going in and never coming out alive. You continue walking through the streets and finally arrive at Libretto University. Most of your day consists of sitting around, listening to lectures, and writing so much that your hand burns with pain. You view it as a bit of a waste of time. Not because you hate your classes or anything like that, but more so because you'd rather be cracking cases. Why are you so obsessed? I think you have an addiction. After a long day of boring stuff that I'm not even gonna get into, you go to the university's library. Let's see. I need to finish up all my schoolwork as soon as possible. That way I can get to working on cases. And as soon as I do that, I'll just stop, like I promised Mother. You get straight to writing, dread gluing your pen to the page. You know that once you get this essay done, you have to get through a few more write-ups, analysis, poems, all the good stuff. Analysis? It sounds weird. And you also know that if you don't finish it fast enough, Mother's gonna grow more and more anxious because of you. Your writing becomes more sharper as you rapidly scribble down words on the page. But just as you're getting into the flow of it... Hey! Ah, shit. What the hell was that shit you pulled at Moonbill's? What do you mean? I didn't even do anything. Oh, right. He was stalking us through the windows. I don't exactly follow. Why didn't you tell me that Emma's one of those girls? What does that mean? And what do you even mean by that? Why'd she make me go to the back of the line, huh? Bro, what's your problem? Everyone has to go to the back of the line. You really don't feel like putting up with Edward Cox's bullshit. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was because you were cutting? Ugh. Look, I'm not going to sit here and tolerate your complaints about Emma, okay? Your usually soft voice morphed into an icy hiss. You don't like hearing yourself like this, but it's what must be done. I mean, not even you take your normal voice all that seriously, referring to mask it with ice when speaking to hardened criminals. Seriously, how many cases have you solved? You're only in, like, university, in college. And idiotic classmates, it seems. If I knew that you were going to humiliate yourself and Emma like that, I wouldn't have even told you her name. I wasn't making a fool of myself. She should have been flattered that I was willing to do something embarrassing for her sake. You didn't cut a line for her sake. She doesn't even know you. She doesn't know that she's going to love me. Guy sounds like such a creep. You decide to turn to your last resort to shut this guy up. Is it the pepper spray? You know, the more you speak like this, the less inclined I am to believe your argument. It reminds me of this one assault case. The perpetrator spoke of the victim in that exact manner. Oh hell no, you are not going to go off on a crime tangent with me. If it'll get you to stop pestering women, then I'll gladly do it. Besides, I like talking about these cases. They teach you a thing or two about people, so don't think that I'm just doing this for your sake. Edward stares at you apathetically, clearly not moved by your words. He begins to drag himself away from you, shoulders slumped from boredom. Whatever. I'm just gonna go to class now. There's no difference between hearing you lecture and hearing the professor's lecture. You must have done something right to make the slacker go to class instead of cut it. You think nothing of it. You're just glad that the argument didn't escalate. You attempt to return to writing, but an air of resentment from the argument hangs over the area, probably leading you to getting the heck out of there. I still don't trust that guy. I feel like, well, it might not necessarily be him, but I still feel like something bad's gonna happen. Even though this air is parching my throat, it still feels quite pleasant. Says you, a man who usually keeps himself cooped up either in your university, office, or bedroom. Any sort of natural air is gonna feel refreshing, even if it's natural air tainted by industrial smoke. I have a good amount of time before Mother is expecting me home, so maybe I can get my work done at Cardinal Park. Oh no, that's where the case takes place, doesn't it? I do think that I should check on my Emma before I do that though. Don't like this. Feel like something bad's gonna happen. It is the Cardinal Park case. Oh, she's still here? Wait, is that her? I don't think that's her. Upon entering the now empty line, you see that Emma is nowhere to be found. Didn't she mention working a double shift today? Hello, what can I get for you today? May I have a, Usually you rehearse your order in your head before your turn to place it. Yeah, same. Unfortunately, you didn't do that this time. Thankfully, you are putting the line to a halt, because there is no line. You quickly glance up at the menu and say the first thing you see. You manage to stutter out, "May I have a mini pumpkin cinnamon latte?" Wait a damn minute, I hate those! Would you like that with almond milk? Without thinking, you say, "Yes, please." This drink is gonna be shit now, isn't it? Now, if you weren't thinking about how inconvenient it would be for the barista, you would have changed your order. Unfortunately, you're crap at talking to strangers, if that wasn't obvious. Yeah, it was obvious, to be honest. And would you like it iced? Yes, please. Yes to everything. Alright, one weird-ass latte coming up. What the fuck, Oliver? Just say you want to change the damn thing. You know what? That doesn't matter. I'm already into it deep. Besides, I'm not really here for the drink. Excuse me. I have a question about one of your employees, Emma Greenwood. What? She in trouble for something? What? No, I'm a friend of hers. Do you happen to know where she is? As you feel heat crawling up your skin, the barista retorts with, "Shouldn't you know where your friend is?" Well, she, works here. She's meant to be on this shift. You're that detective kid from the news. Shouldn't you know where she is? They giggle a bit as you feel the burning envelope your body from head to toe. I don't. It's fine, man. We don't publicize our schedules. She should be on lunch break right now, but I just clocked in, so don't chastise me if I'm wrong. Oh. Thank you. The barista hands you your shitty drink. Bear in mind that it's your fault that it's shitty and you had the money. Got a weird ass latte. Why am I collecting all these weird items? You walk out on Moonbill is dissatisfied with their information. Holding a shitty latte. I guess I could talk to Emma in an hour. Her lunch break should be over by then. But what if she is murdered by then? For now, I guess I'll go to Cardinal Park. I really do need the fresh air. Okay, how do I go to Cardinal Park? Where is Cardinal Park? Can I... Want to escape this prison of a body and get run over? Well, both of them are heck no, so... Didn't think so. Even though death is constantly crossing your mind, you don't wish to die. Interesting. One day, so many people's lives get cut short against their will. To you, it would be an insult to those people to off yourself. Second, you do like the thrill and adrenaline that comes from detective work. And finally, your poor mother wouldn't know what to do with herself without you. Even though you'd be dead, you'd rather not have your death so negatively affect her, just like how fathers did. Okay. Okay, so where the heck is Cardinal Park? Clingy ramblings. Okay, fine, whatever. Dude, where the heck is Cardinal Park then? I don't know where it is. So how do I go to Cardinal Park? Over here? Here? Oh, jeez. Cardinal Park. The focal point of Liberto City. Its crowning jewel. Okay. Freaky. It's called Cardinal Park for the red maple trees that dot every foot of the park. Even in this cold weather, the trees have retained their blood-red leaves, contrasting perfectly with the dull fog that permeates throughout the city. Between school, work, and mother, you don't find yourself here very often. Not to mention that it's been far too cold out for you to even want to spend another minute outside. Thankfully, today is a break from the painfully monotonous schedule you usually follow. Gon is waking up, attending university, working, and listening to mother's worries. Today is wake up, attend university, go to Cardinal Park, go to work, and listen to mother's worries. Wait, that's not right. You're not supposed to work today. Guess it's just a force of habit to think that way though, even if mother wouldn't be too pleased with you putting work over family time. As your gaze makes contact with the frozen river, you can see people on the ice doing all sorts of stuff in spite of the warning sign. Including but not limited to jumping up and down, shoving a knife in the ice, playing basketball, and doing all sorts of stupid things. Yeah, they're gonna die. It isn't like telling these people to stop will make them stop. Hell, some even vandalized a sign over there. Right now, I'm going to try to not worry too much about it. I'll just get my work done and go straight home. You take a sip from the weird-ass pumpkin cinnamon latte thing you ordered, a complete fuck-up of a drink. I guess you could also just not drink it, you know? You then proceed to wonder why you're so damn socially inept as a frigid liquid moves down your throat. Setting the drink aside, you pull out your papers and begin writing. You're really getting into the flow of it. Surely nothing's gonna interrupt your flow. It's all about that flow. Gah! A high-pitched scream reaches you, jolting you up. You stare at the source of the noise. Some dumbass broke through the ice. Oh goodness, of course something like this was gonna happen. I don't think you should have ran into the ice like that. You rush over to stop a preventable death, keeping in mind that you could have told her to get off of the ice. Okay, who is this dumbass? Thankfully, before she succumbs to hypothermia, you manage to pull her out. Her shivering body runs into yours, leaving you in quite the awkward position. Like, thanks for getting me out. It was so gross under there. It was nothing. But I need to take you to the hospital or something. You're freezing right now. No thanks, it's alright. But like, I touched a body down there and it was so gross. Okay, that is gross. No, really, let me take you to... Wait. A... body? Her upbeat nature betrays the message her words bring. A body? Under the ice? No, surely it's just her hypothermia speaking, right? People don't think very straight when cold, and this woman already seems a bit weird. Why would you believe her? Right? Besides, she could have mistaken something else for a corpse, right? Like what? How do you know that you made contact with a body? Like, it felt like a person. I could feel their hands, their face, their legs, and their hair. That's a lot. Girl, do not push me. You walk over to the hole and attempt to examine it, all the while keeping a safe distance away. In the meantime... what the frick? Who are all these people? Oh god, Millie, are you okay? Why the hell were you ice skating? They were ice skating? Like, Mel, I'm okay. And about the second question, you're, like, supposed to skate on frozen rivers. That's why they freeze over. Not on this one. The line literally says, don't go on ice. Like, what sign? What do you mean, like, what sign? I'm talking about the sign literally behind you and that lanky dude. You resist the urge to defend your lanky figure and instead continue looking into the blue abyss. Like, that doesn't matter. I like help. Help death take over sooner rather than later? Like, no. You figure that the two girls are sisters, judging by their similar appearance and how they're arguing. In addition, you realize that the only way for you to see if there is indeed a body is by going under yourself. Really? Must I? The very worst that could happen to me is that I freeze. If I don't act fast, a murderer very well could get away with a crime. But you don't know how long that body's been there. Do you dive into the icy abyss? I mean, I really don't want to, but I suppose I must. So heck yeah. You begin to slip your trench coat off. I know, how scandalous. A 20-year-old man simply taking off an outer garment? And the two women immediately stop arguing. They perk up, and you can feel their eyes scanning your body. Clearly, this is quite the sordid sight for them. Where are you from? Victoria era London or whatever? Even the more reasonable of the two is left speechless by your very not nude upper body. You're not even shirtless, and yet they're taking interest. Alright, Millie, did you somehow bribe this guy to strip for you? Like, no, I think that he's just so charmed by me. All the people in this town, city, are weirdos. Sometimes you don't quite understand this attraction others have for you. Are you serious, Oliver? A couple of years ago, you taking something off would be viewed as scandalous, but not really in an appealing way. Then again, you never really did realize that puberty hit you like a truck. You have expect Millie and maybe even Mel to begin prodding you to take your sweater off? Jeez. Before you can hear any remarks of that kind, you dive under the water. I mean, honestly, I can't tell who is considered attractive because of this art style. Everyone looks really weird and like gaunt. Shit! What the hell is this pretty boy doing? Why can't anyone just follow the damn sign? But you're on the ice right now, you hypocrite! Yeah, to come and save you, you dummy! But Mel, I saw a body! What?! Millie, did you down all of the meds during lab? Like, of course not. I only downed one. Then what body are you talking about? Holy crap, Oliver, you are very amazing in very many ways. You emerge from the water, gasping for air and coughing water out. Not the most flattering sight. It was so dark under there that you really couldn't see the corpse. You had to feel around for it. This is so gross, dude. So you didn't get quite a good look at them. Is it Emma? Is it Emma? I can't tell. Because I don't remember what their, like, stick figure outline thing looked like. After coughing some more, though, you open your eyes. Is it Emma? Say it ain't so. You've seen a lot of gore while on the job. Eyes gouge out of their sockets, partially popped like water balloons, beating hearts ripped out of chests, exposed intestines, bones contorted in ways they shouldn't be, disgustingly pink brains staining rotting carpet. I think we get the picture, dude. But somehow this... Ew, that is gross, even though it's, you know, kind of, not realistic. Ew. Oh, that's terrible. Her breast has been ripped off, exposing all of the tissue to the air. You hate that you're comparing the tissue's appearance to a fucked up flower. Half of her face has been burnt off, the skin melting near where her remaining eye is. You can only imagine the pain of having such an intense fire burning so close to your eye. Her remaining eye reveals a glassy blank stare, void of vivid color. Okay, but is it Emma? It doesn't look like Emma. It tells you everything. You were too late. You were too late to save her. This is the end of the chapter. Yeah, let's save. I don't know what the heck happened. Was it Emma though? They didn't say anything. I don't think it was Emma, right? Chapter 2, Viscera. I think let's end the video here before too much happens. Huh, interesting. So it says the corpse, so is it not Emma? It doesn't look like Emma though, but then the story, or like, you know, the summary that they put on like the game page says your friend was murdered. Or is it one of those things where it's a serial killer and then like your friend might be murdered next? Ooh, I'm intrigued, but I'm also so grossed out. Like the graphics are like too like visceral, but it's still really gross, like visually. But I am, you know, my interest is piqued. I like to see where the story is going. I think currently there are 3 chapters, so I'll definitely be playing the rest of those. I feel like this first chapter took a little bit too long to set up everything. Like, I think we kind of get like Alvarez's personality already. We don't need like that much like of their internal monologue. It got a little bit annoying almost, but you definitely get a very clear picture of how weird they are. But you also kind of understand that like they're kind of famous probably. I guess maybe they have solved many cases. I don't know why they're like like why are they like solving so many cases when they're only like a university student? It seems like it might have something to do with their dad, but they didn't really say. So there's a lot of stuff implied currently, but we don't know yet. And their mother is definitely weird. I don't know what's going on there. I don't like it, but I guess we'll have to see the next couple of chapters to find out what the heck is going on there. But hope you guys enjoyed this series and wasn't too grossed out by whatever the heck was happening there. And we'll hopefully find out what happens in the next couple of chapters. So thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video.